meditation pose. Actually, we're going to start meditation different. We're going to start in our supported fish pose. So you can grab your 2 blocks, as I've demonstrated in class before, with the blocks in between your shoulder blades, and then the other block supporting your head on either level. Or if you want to be super comfy, grab your pillow and you can lay back onto your pillow, and it supports your head and your back, arms by your side. Your knees can be bent or extended in front of you, and just start to melt into your mat. Just start to breathe in and out through your nose or mouth. Just start to settle in. Nice, easy inhales. Nice, easy exhales. Just start to focus in on the present moment, anything that happened today or yesterday or tomorrow, or any of those finals, put that aside and focus in on your breath in the present moment. Just remember to keep long, sustained inhales and then long exhales. We'll do a few more rounds of breath here in our meditation. We'll take one more deep inhale in, filling up through your belly, up through your chest, and then exhale out completely through your nose or mouth. And then slowly, let's roll off to the side of your prop. And let's place your props aside for now. And let's find a comfortable seated position. Grounding into your sit bones, long spine, shoulders pulled down. And let's start our little seated flow. So we'll inhale, sweep our arms up tall, and then exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, tall. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale, tall. Let's interlace your fingers, flip our palms up, long body stretch. And then exhale, release your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers. And then let's drop our head back, chest puffs up and forward, arms lift for a little back bend. And then inhale, release your arms. And then exhale, hinge at your hips, seated forward fold, relaxing your neck. Take a couple breaths here. And then inhale, curl your spine up, one vertebra at a time. And then head comes last, arms by your side. Let's roll our shoulders forward. And then roll your shoulders back. and then release. And then we'll stretch our neck a little bit. So we'll turn our head to the right, drop our chin towards our right shoulder. Inhale to center, and then turn your head to the left, drop your chin towards left shoulder. And then inhale to center. And let's come into a Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. So soles of our feet together. So from here, we'll place our hands around our ankles and then press our elbows into our inner thighs, keeping a tall spine. If you want some knee support, you can grab your blocks to support your knees. Just continue your breath with a tall spine. Take one more inhale in, filling up, and then exhaling out. And then we'll fold forward, walking our hands forward, releasing our neck. This is just a different variation of a forward fold. And then on your next inhale, curl your spine up one vertebra at a time. Head comes last. So let's find our way to hands and knees to tabletop. Have your blocks close by. So let's check in here. So let's knees underneath our hips, wrists directly under shoulders. So we're going to go into puppy pose. So there's a couple variations you can go into. You can place your blocks underneath your hands and walk your hands forward like so, and then resting your forehead on the mat, or you just keep your hands into tabletop and then dropping your elbows to your blocks, and then head comes in between your blocks, hands in prayer position behind you, making sure your hips are lifted. Just continue to breathe here. Take about 10 breaths here. We'll take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out, slowly releasing back into tabletop, placing your blocks aside for now if you use them. And then from here, find, if you have your pillow or a blanket, you can roll up your blanket like a burrito, or you can use your pillow or two pillows here. So like so, blanket like this. And you want to place your prop in front of you. So we're in your tabletop and your prop's right directly underneath your chest and your torso. And then from here, we'll walk our knees wide and then lower our chest and our torso and our head down into our prop. Getting super comfortable here. This is a supported child's pose, which is super comfortable. And just rest your head from either side or to center, just depending on your comfort level. We'll stay here for about a couple minutes. Just maintain those nice, easy breaths. Just remember in restorative yoga, you just focus in on your breathing, and it's easy to get distracted, and just always come back to your breath. I'll take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, filling it completely, and then exhaling out through nose or mouth. And slowly rise up to tabletop, placing your props aside. And let's find our way to our belly. So we're going to start off in our Sphinx pose. So our forearms are directly underneath us. We are the shoulder distance apart, fingers are wide. And then from here, we're going to do that crisscross arm stretch. So we're going to slide our right arm behind our left, and then we'll walk our hands to the side. Once you feel that shoulder stretch, just relax your neck. And our hips are pressed into the mat. Take about 10 breaths here. We'll take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out through nose or mouth. Slowly rising up, and let's switch arms so it's left behind right. Walk your hands to the side, and then relaxing your neck. We'll take one more inhale in, filling it completely, and then exhaling out. And then slowly rising up. You can take any stretches from here. You can come up into hands and knees, cat and cow stretch. And then from here, let's find our way into our backs. Extend our legs long in front of us. From here, we're going to do a tree pose on our back. So arms by our side. So our left leg's going to be extended. And then you'll take your right leg into the tree position. So you can do your little kickstand by your left ankle, left inner calf, or left inner thigh. And just start to guide that right knee towards the mat. And you're grounding your spine into the mat. If you want a little support for your right knee, you can grab your pillow or block. You can always change your arm variation if you like to cactus arms or arms above your head. We'll take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out. Let's switch legs. So right leg extended, left leg into the tree pose variation of your choice. You know your options. Guiding your left knee towards the mat or having a prop support your left knee. Any arm variation you desire. It's grounding your spine into the mat. I'll take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out through nose or mouth. Let's extend both legs in front of us and then arms above our head for a good morning stretch. And then from here, let's find our strap. I'm going to do some leg stretches here. Of course, mine's buried in the corner. Let's lie on our backs, both feet flat on the mat, knees bent, and let's extend our right leg tall. If you don't have a strap, a belt works really well for this, or a scarf. Place your strap on the bottom of your right foot, both ends of the strap in each hand. Left leg extended or bent, and then slowly guide your right leg towards you. You can just hold it static, or you can just do gentle back and forth movements. And just start to breathe, easy inhales and exhales. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out. Let's slowly transition both ends of the strap into our right hand, and then open up your right leg to the right. You want to make sure your shoulders are grounded into the mat. You can have a gentle bend in your right knee. We'll take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, filling up, and then exhaling out. We'll bring your right leg back to center. Transition the ends of the strap into your left hand, and then right leg to the left. Feeling a nice IT band stretch. Grounding your shoulders into the mat. I'll take one more inhale in, filling up completely, exhaling out. And slowly bring your right leg back to center, releasing the strap and your right leg. Let's do the left side, extending our left leg up tall, right leg extended or bent, placing the strap on the bottom of the left foot, each end of the strap in each hand, and then slowly guide your left leg towards you. And again, you can do gentle back and forth movements if you desire. We'll do a couple more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out. Let's slowly transition the straps into our left hand, opening up our left leg to the left, keeping our shoulders and our hips grounded into the mat. You can have a gentle bend in your left knee if that's what feels good for you. Nice inner thigh stretch here. We'll do a couple more rounds of breath. Take one more inhale in, filling up, and then exhaling out. Left leg back to center, transitioning the strap into your right hand, and then guiding your left leg to the right, grounding your shoulders into the mat. If your left hip lifts up a little bit, that's okay. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, Filling up completely, and then exhaling out. Left leg back to center. Let's release the strap, placing the strap to the side. Let's hug both knees into chest, rocking from side to side. And then releasing our feet to the mat. So our next pose is going to be bridge flows. So we want to make sure our ankles are stacked below our knees, and arms by our side. So on our inhale, we're going to slowly lift our hips and our spine off the mat. Arms come behind us. And then exhale slowly, one vertebra at a time, releasing our back and our hips back to the mat, arms to our side. And then slowly inhaling, lifting up our hips and our spine off the mat. Gentle flowing, just move with your breath at your own pace. We'll do a couple more rounds. And then one more inhale, lift up, arms behind us. Then exhale, slowly release to the mat. And from here, let's walk our feet to the edge of the mat and then windshield wiper our knees from side to side. And then back to center. From here, we're going to do a little of ab work here. So let's cross let's cross right leg on top of left leg. And then we're going to do those eagle arms. So it's right arm wraps underneath left. If that doesn't feel comfortable to you, just grab opposite shoulders. And then from here, on our exhale, we'll crunch up for 1. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch up for 2. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch for 3. Release. Crunch for 4. Release. And then crunch for 5. Release. Unwrap your arms, unwrap your legs. Let's do the other side. So it's left leg crosses on top of right, and then left arm crosses underneath right for your eagle arms or grabbing opposite shoulders. And then when we're ready, we're crunch up for 1, release, crunch up for 2, release, crunch up for 3, release, crunch up for 4, release, and then crunch up for 5, release. Then release your wrap, take a long body stretch. And then from here, let's transit, we'll stay on our back. So we're gonna do figure 4 stretch here. So there's a couple of options. If you have wall space, this is like really nice to do. If you don't have access to wall space, that's okay. So from here, let's cross our left ankle on above our right knee. And you have the option of just doing the regular figure 4 by interlacing your fingers behind your right leg, or you just scoot up to your wall, place your right foot against the wall, and you just scoot as close as you want to the wall. And it's hands-free. Make sure both feet are flexed, grounding your spine into the mat. We'll take about 10 breaths on each side. Take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out through nose or mouth. And let's slowly transition to the other side. So it's right ankle above left knee. Take about the same amount of breaths on this side too. Take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out. And then slowly transition out of your figure four, scoot away from the wall, and let's find our way to our seat. From here, let's extend our left leg, or actually right leg long, and then bringing the sole of our left foot inside of right inner thigh, grounding our sit bones into the mat. So let's inhale, sweep our arms up tall, and then exhale, side bend to the right, opening up the left shoulder, left arm arcs above our head. Keep breathing. And then inhale, rise up tall. And then start to turn to the right. Exhale, fold towards that right leg. Your hands can be around your foot, ankle, relaxing your neck. And slowly rise up, back to center, and then we'll sweep that left arm behind us, pressing into our left hand, lifting our hips off of the mat, doing a little back bend, and then slowly releasing out. Let's switch legs. So extending our left leg long, right sole of our foot on the inner left thigh. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up tall. Exhale, side bend to the left. Opening up our right shoulder, right arm up, arcs above us. Continuing to breathe. And then inhale, back to center. Turn towards the left and then fold forward on your exhale towards that left leg. Grabbing the outsides of your feet, your ankle, or you're on your shin. Relaxing your neck. And then slowly rise up with a flat back, back to center. And then we'll place that right hand behind us, pressing into our right hand, lifting our hips up, doing a little back bend. And then slowly releasing out. And then from here, let's make our way to tabletop. So we're going to do sleeping swan. So you have the option to use your pillow or blanket to support your torso and your head. Or if that's, you don't have to use that if you don't want it. I'm going to opt out of using the props for this one. So from here, let's start with our left leg. So let's bring our left leg up to a 90-degree angle and then lowering down to our torso and our chest. Head rests on top of our hands. You have the option here to turn or take a side bend towards that left knee, or you can just stay center. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out. And let's slowly release our left leg behind us, and then bring our right leg into that 90-degree angle with our right foot flexed. You have the option to do that side bend towards the right knee, resting your forehead on your hands. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out through nose or mouth. Let's find our way back into tabletop and then transition to our backs. And then from here, let's lift both feet up, creating that tabletop with their shins, and then guiding our knees to the right for a supine twist, grounding our shoulders into the mat, gazing towards the ceiling or to the left. And then slowly release back to center. And let's drop our knees towards the left. And then back to center. Let's hug our knees back into chest. So these last couple of minutes before Shavasana, you can do any final stretches. I'm going to do legs up the wall. So you can do like a happy baby pose or bridge or any other stretches. So if you're going to do legs up the wall, you want to guide your hip towards the wall and then bring your legs up the wall. You may have to scoot a little bit closer, making sure your legs are right, legs and your bottoms right against the wall. And your both feet are flexed, arms by your side. And if you don't have wall space, you can do your waterfall pose with your block or shoulder stand. And if you're doing a two-sided pose, do the other side. And then slowly transition out of your pose. If you're in legs up the wall, just come off to the side. And then if you did like a shoulder stand or any other back bend variation, just release your back by hugging your knees into your chest, releasing your lower back. And then when you're ready, find your final resting pose by extending your legs long, arms by your side. You can take a fetal position or a Shavasana on your belly or a seated meditation, yogi's choice. And just taking your practice in these last moments, melting into your mat, resting your eyes, slowing down your breath, doing one last body scan from the crown of your head down through your neck and shoulders, arms, hands, back, hips, legs, and feet. So today's meditation reading is on a journey to the heart. This is a reading I read at the end of fall semester every year. And it's called Honor the Ending. And it says, the journey of a year is drawing to a close. Cherish the moments, all of them, even the ups and downs. Cherish the places you visited, the people you've seen. Say goodbye to those whose journeys have called them someplace else. Know you can always call them back by thinking loving thoughts. Know all those you love will be there for you when you need them the most. Honor the lessons you've learned and the people who helped you learn them. Honor the journey your soul mapped out for you. Trust all the places you've been. Make a scrapbook in your heart to help you remember. Look back for a moment, reflect in peace, then let this year draw to a close. All parts of the journey are sacred and holy. You've learned that by now. Take time to honor this ending, though it's never really the end. Go to sleep tonight. When you wake up tomorrow, a new adventure will begin. Remember the words you were told when this last adventure began. The words whispered quietly to your heart. Let the journey unfold. Let it be magical. The way it has prepared People will be expecting you. Yes, you are being led. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, wrists and ankles, and slowly transition to a fetal position on the right or left side, using your arm or a pillow, arm as a pillow, or your pillow as a pillow, or your block as a pillow. And then when you're ready, slowly transition to your seat, taking your time. And then when you're ready, let's do one last cleansing breath together as a class and a community. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up tall. Bringing our hands together, exhaling, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing this semester with me. Hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate every one of you for showing up. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.